Hi everyone, this is gonna be my first video registration, so I don't want to call it stream or anything because I'm just gonna register it using Filmora in this case, and then I'm gonna put the pieces together. It's gonna be probably a long one, half an hour to 1 hour, at least the first video. And what we're gonna do is we're simply going to work on existing projects and maybe new ones right from the start. Let's say new projects which I have in mind already, but I haven't done anything related. We will start with one specific project that I really want to finish, and I guess that's it. I'm using my, again, Filmora to register the screen, my screen, and that's it, I guess. Nothing more actually. My new webcam, which is a Logitech webcam, C922 if I'm not mistaken, and that's it. Let's just get into it. So the project is a Django project. It's located in the Django directory, and it's called DJANGOELT. So we're just gonna CD into it, and I'm just gonna run the virtual environment. Now we're using pip env shell. Okay, the virtual environment is we're now in the virtual environment. Let's just run the server locally, of course. Okay, so that's the project. As you can see, it's called DC Language Composer. There's a login register form, but first of all, what is let's just a quick note about the project. I have an instructions page, and basically Easy Language Translator is a web application that allows you to translate text from English to Easy Language. Easy Language is a proprietary programming language that it was created by a company named TradeStation, and it is basically a programming language that allows you to create trading strategies. It's a high-level programming language. You have many functions, built-in functions that allow you to create trading strategies. So it's very easy, I would say, to learn. Of course, it takes some time, as everything, but it's pretty easy to learn since you have all these functions that are pre-built from the developers of the language itself. So you can create intraday trading strategies with just a few clicks. Insert the entry, exit logic, and click the journey button to simply copy and paste in your TradeStation compiler, Easy Language compiler, that can be found in the TradeStation platform or even multi-charts platform, which are basically different companies, but they have the same functionality. Instructions choose trigger, time window, stop loss. These are parameters that you can customize. If you go on generator and just log in first, or sign up if you are not registered, you have, you see, trigger, time window, stop loss, take profit. You have these few drop downs. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but you have to choose what type of trigger, time window. Let's say you want to enter the market from between 12 and 9 a.m. That's the format that you have to write. Stop loss in US dollars, 2,000 or whatever, not necessarily US dollars. Take profit, I'm not gonna put it right now. Trade liquidation, the time. If you're not sure, just go instructions to read. Choose a pattern. Choose a pattern. This is a more advanced feature, let's say, which we're not gonna choose again. Long and short, either you want to go buy or sell only, or both. I'm just gonna choose both. Then we can generate, and the strategy is then generated. So that's what it does. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some features to that. Okay, we're gonna add some features. The form is good. I didn't mention that I already have a production version of the app, just this one, but this is a Flask application. As you may know, Flask is a framework for Python, and I wanted to expand it, and actually I wanted to practice Django. So what I did is just recreated it in Django, as you will see. We're going to use Cursor as an IDE, and that's my first time using it. So I'm new to Cursor. It's pretty similar to VS Code, but there's it says VS Code plus AI code generation, something similar to Copilot from what I've seen, but based on what they say, it's good. So we will try it out and see how it works, see what the result is, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so inside the project, let's actually close all these files. I have a to-do file. So we have to, these are just comments. We have to create tests for the code. Yes, we have to do that. But first of all, I wanted to work on this feature. So what I want the app to do is, since you can create strategies, right? Once you compiled you choose the, how we want to call them, parameters, you get the output, but then the output is not stored anywhere. So what I want to do is store the output somewhere, create an API, application user interface, programming interface, application programming interface, that allows anyone to connect to it. So you save the strategy. So you first have to save it in a database. We're using an SQLite database at the moment. I created already, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just quickly summarize what we have here, so we don't get confused. So we have the project itself, DJANGOELT. Then we have an application called Composer. We have a second application called Students. Why do we have that one? Why do we have the second application? Students. How come it's called Students? Let's see what we have here. I think that's actually the last one that I've created. Oh, okay. Okay, that's simply the that's just the database, the model for the form. Yeah, login and register. Good. Strategies API, that's the API itself. You create a model, name format, name script, which is a class. Then serializers. Okay, want to make sure that the data is clean. ID name and script is good. Didn't create tests, but that's fine for now. Decorators, API view. We're using the Django REST framework. I guess we are. Let's just list. What did I do here? Pip list. Django REST framework. Yes. We have Django Ninja installed as well. But this is Django REST framework. Let's run the server. Let's see. API strategies. Let me reset this keyboard first. Okay. So, yeah, I've added already some data to the model. Which model? This model. In the strategies API application. Strategies list. That's the model name. And I added these two. There's actually strategy itself, which I generated from the app. I generated it, and then I added it from the admin interface. So I just admin. So what I would like to have is something like a save button somewhere that saves the output inside a database. Once I saved it in a database, then of course it has to be available for the API as well. Yeah. Okay. Create test, that's fine. Save change output, this is the strategy list DB model. Okay. Use render to string function, which is good. We'll have to implement that. That's a reference. Create a new view. Oh, that's cursor AI functionality. Create a new view for the strategies list. Create a new view for the strategy list. I think that's right. Yes. Which is basically what I said above. Save Jinja output, yes, from the HTML template. Let's see. Create a new view for the strategy list page. Use render to string function. Let's save that. Control L to chat. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Create a review for strategy list page. Save Genova as strategy list DB model. That's fine. I don't need this one. A second. Create a Jinja output inside strategy. Save Jinja output inside the strategy list DB model. Use render to string function inside the view file. That's correct. Okay, and we are working on it. Good. Fine. Add. We have to add a button that connects, that activates the functionality in the backend. So add a new view for the strategy list page. Add a new view. No. Add a button. No, that's not correct. Add a button. Add a button in the view. What template was it? Templates. I guess it was strategy layout. No, it was layout. It was index. Yeah. In the index. Add a button in the index.html. That will set a strategy in the database. In the DB model. That's correct. Okay. This has to be done. So it's a to do. Okay. Save that. I don't actually need this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a break, resume, and I'm gonna start implementing this feature. Okay, so we're going to implement this feature. I was looking at the code. Actually, I have already, as you can see, we have a if condition, post method, a nested if condition that says if request.post equals generate, and generate refers to the button that we have in our HTML file, index.html, that is generate, that's the value of it. So if this condition, if this is the button, if generate is the button, do this. Elif, if the button is save, so the value should be saved, and we have it right there. It's commented out. We're gonna uncomment it. Then do nothing because there's a pass word here. So our conditions should go there. Okay. So here we have to, oh, my bad. Save the strategy in the DB model. Correct. How can I uncom? I didn't want. As I said, that's my first time using cursor, so that was a good suggestion. Save the strategy in the debug model. Let's see if it actually does it. No, it doesn't implement it. Using the rendered string function. Strategy.html. Underscore HTML equals rendered string composer strategy HTML. Composer strategy HTML. What's the strategy HTML? Okay, yes, that's correct. It's taking the output. That's correct. I'm gonna take that. Start time, end time trigger. Do we need this? Render the string. I have to import from Django template loader. Import render the string. Correct. Okay, let's do a blank space. Model. I don't need a pass condition anymore. That's correct. What's the name of the model again? The name of the model. Why is this? I don't need that. What's the name of the model again? The name of the model is strategies list. Just gonna copy that. Correct. Even if it does not correct. These are good suggestions. cursor is doing its job. That's right. I'm just double checking. This seems good. Something I did not check is git log. Which branch is that? We're on master. Oh god, I should have changed. Yeah, I should have changed. Never mind. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that later. Let me uncomment. What is happening? Can I? Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault because I have to. This, yeah, I changed my keyboard, which is kind of annoying. I have to do this. Okay. Okay, let's run the server now. See if everything is good. Okay. Let's try. Okay. Unbound local error. Exception time. Local variable start time reference before assignment. Just want to do that. That's it. Reference before assignment. What is the error message about? Just reading the reference link. Okay, be right back. I have to think about it. Just 2 minutes. Think about it and then come back. So what I did is I've tried cursor. I can actually write a prompt, as you can see, and I've asked cursor to add in the views.py file. I've asked it to add the rendered string function. So based on the output, which we're gonna check step by step, we'll try to add the rendered string function to the already existing index function. As you can see, there are some nested if condition. The first one just says if it is a post request, then proceed. Here we have, if it's a generate button, then do this, and we're just assigning the HTML parameter to these variables. And that's on the right, we have the output generated from a prompt. So what happens here, basically we assign the rendered string function to a variable called start.html, which is fine. We can do that. Local variable referenced before assignment. What if we assign it again? Which we didn't. Just run the server again. think these have to be referenced. These have to be referenced. Step 1, reference. Sorry, step 1 assignment, reference. Step 2 assignment, new reference. Yeah, that's correct. Let's run this server again. Yes, that's I'm just not getting why. Value error. Guess that the type contained in the model, of course, do not correspond with what we're trying to save now as the value error. As you can see, integrity issues, no constraints, Django may throw a value error, which makes sense. I think that's that. That's where I have to do next. Just gonna save it for now. We'll see how we can implement it next time. So I guess that's it for now. It isn't as easy as I expected. Just trying to figure out how to properly save this data inside a data model for us to then display it in the API and eventually on another page where every user can save his or her created strategies. Every output saved on a different page. That would be helpful. We'll see that next time anyways. That's it for now, and we'll try to implement that functionality in the second part, I guess.